you may be deciding which CRM and dialer I really need right now to take my career to the next level. And the technology, all these great features may actually cause you to fail. And I'm going to help you understand why so that you don't open up your wallet and waste so much money that you shouldn't be spending because maybe you just put it in a place that wasn't as powerful for you. So we're going to go into 3 to 4 tips on what a CRM will do for you, but more importantly, what a CRM and dialer does not do, because 90% of the agent force fails because maybe they failed to spend their money in the right places. So I want to help you become powerful in this industry. I'm very blessed to just partner in our agency here with some of the most amazing agents, as well as agencies that align here, selling life, Medicare, and annuities face to face, but more importantly, in the telespace. And we recruit agents across this nation, and free resources are always available to you at jasonfinalexpense.com, no matter what work family you hang your hat with. So let's dive right into it. First off, a CRM is just a customer relationship management tool, right? A customer relationship management system. If you're an agent that has 20 clients, you got to let these wheels turn and go, what am I doing thinking I've got this vast customer relationship system? I need to manage what, 20 people? I can take my socks off and see my toes in my hands right now. You can handle 20 clients. You could truthfully handle 100 clients without being hamstrung. Understand, a CRM is just a customer relationship management system. It's not going to help you sell more, my friends. And so many people, when they dive into insurance sales, they really think, oh, I need a CRM. I need a CRM. Really? There's a difference here, my friends, between a want and a need. And a lot of agents with less than 20 clients, less than 100 clients, are dropping $90 on some customer relationship management system when they really don't have that many clients on the books. You're wasting your bucks here. As a new agent or a veteran agent selling insurance, you've got to focus on the more important things right now, and that's building relationships, not on managing a database. When you're focusing on the database instead of decisive action, you're done before you start, my friends. And this is a big mistake that insurance agents make when they buy a CRM. They're so focused on, oh, I got to do my onboarding. I got to spend a week organizing my database. You don't even have dollars in your bank account yet. You're not dynamically just attacking your prospects, okay, phone lines to be able to help them. You're not attacking with action right now. You're, in essence, retracting. A database is not going to make you dollars. So a CRM is not going to make you cash flow. And this is a big thing that a lot of agents don't know. Stop spending money in the wrong places. Building relationships is everything right now. Simplify your life to find success. We've got an insane amount of top producers here at Jason Final Expense. And let me share with you, they use their fingers just like I do. If you see my other content, I'm very blunt about the fact that I use my hands and I dial. If you look at our content up here, you'll see countless agents that use their hands and have an amazing career. You are not going to make more cash flow because you have a CRM with automations. Understand, your solid foundations are much more valuable than a database management system. When you've got less than 100 clients, there's really no need. You can put 100 clients in a stack of, okay, manila folders, and it's what, this tall? You really don't need a customer relationship management system right now. A CRM is just database management. Stop spending your dollars is my advice to you, my words of encouragement to you, until you have a database to truly work with right now. You've got to be focusing on building relationships with every prospect. You've got to get your script down, put your time and money into that, work on systems so that you can systematically find success. You've got to learn how to sell, learn on how to overcome objections. Your foundation, your fundamentals are so much more important than having a CRM or database management. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't own a CRM at some point if that's your jam. I don't own a CRM. I don't need it. And I've been in this industry a long time. I've done telesales combined with my insurance background over 2+ decades, 20+ years, and I can find crazy levels of success with my fingers. Now, we've got great agents that use CRMs. But there is no substitute for action. There's no substitute for solid fundamentals. There's no substitute for having systems in telesales to take your career to the next level, and face-to-face sales too. I get it. You got to have systems. We train a lot of face-to-face insurance agents here that partner. You've got to be powerful in what you do every day. Consistency is the key to you capitalizing, not a CRM, not database management that's mind numbing. You're wasting so much money that really you shouldn't be right now. The money needs to go into leads. Leads are going to give you life in the final expense space. Leads will give you life if you're in the life insurance space or even Medicare sales space. You need leads, not focusing a lot of your attention on your database management. Money follows attention, and you've got to put your attention on the most important things. And all these little distractions of the newest CRM, they're great. They're not bad. For the right person, perfect. But don't purchase any of them until you've got success. You've got to have a good, 20 to 100 clients. And I would encourage you to maybe be more on the 100 clients side before you spend your money on a CRM. They're good for the right agent, but they'll get you into trouble when they're getting you into a place that you're delaying action, focusing on database management. Now, number two, let's focus on what a dialer does. A lot of agents don't understand what a dialer truly does. A dialer is just a tool that automatically and electronically dials the numbers for you. This is not a substitute for discipline. A lot of agents think, I'm going to buy a CRM dialer and I'm going to just be amazing. The tools don't work unless you work with the tools. All right. The biggest tool you have is in your mind, in your methods, in your systems. Back to point number one, how you build relationships is the biggest and best tool that you have. Who's your partner, your ally in this, helping you become a top producer? Who is that? That's more important than you having a CRM and a dialer that you're spending 100 or 200 bucks every month on. Save your money, put it into leads, put it into action, my friends. But a dialer is not a fix for you engaging with consumers, and it's not going to fix your lack of discipline. You can have a CRM, you can have an automatic 1-line, 2-line, 3-line dialer, and it's not going to make you a darn dollar staring at your computer. It just won't. It's not going to fix your lack of discipline or drive. If you're like, well, Jason, I just can't hand dial leads, well, then you may not have the necessary to be an insurance agent. 90% of the agent force fails because maybe they fail to move. Action is everything. This business gets really scary when you stop working the business. You got to look at it like it's a barber shop, it's a burger joint. You got to be in that shop to make it work. You got to be, in that position where you got people coming into that barber chair so that you can make cash flow. And dialers aren't to fix this problem. You've got to put your dollars into leads right now and launching into action. Dialers are nothing more than an electronic tool that dials the numbers for you. Your hands can dial pretty stinking fast. And if you've got, let's say, 100, 200, 300 new leads, or even 1,000 aged leads, you can do that with your fingers right now and find tremendous success. Look at our agent interviews and testimonials. It's all about action. It's all about your methods. It doesn't matter if you've got a Ferrari and you don't know how to drive it. You're going to find the ditch. It doesn't matter if you have a Ferrari here and you bought this fancy CRM and dialer and you don't have enough money to put gas into the dang thing. You've got nothing. You got nothing. You got a monument. It's not going anywhere, right? You got a rock. It's a Ferrari. Yeah, it can go. You got to feed it leads. Leads are the lifeblood, my friends. A dialer isn't going to give you more dollars. Your skills, your ability to help clients fix their problems is going to make you powerful, I hope. But you've got to have leads, and a dialer is not going to fix your lack of discipline. Now, number three, I want to get across to you, a lot of these go high level platforms that people white label and call this whatever they want to call it. There's nothing bad about them. But before you buy it, you want to understand it's just a white labeled go high level platform that you're maybe spending 90 bucks or more on. Save your money right now. That doesn't even include your data, your texting, your talk time. That is going to take a toll on you. You're spending a couple $100 a month on data and a dialer and a CRM, and you could have put that cash flow into leads that could make you a lot more money. You've got to keep your focus on what's going to help you become a top producer, not what's going to take away your chance here of really making it. So bots, automations, artificial intelligence, it's a huge waste of money. In the final expense space, we've got countless agents that have played around with that and felt like they got played in that place. It's a great moneymaker for a lot of these organizations that sell these white labeled CRMs. All these bots are just, if they say this, you say that. It's very robotic. It's not like what you would think with AI, where it's smooth and it's like a normal conversation. It's going to be kind of a crusty conversation, and you're going to get a lot of your prospects that you paid big money for, by the way, with new leads, aged leads, or any kind of lead. They're going to do press one to stop, put me on the do not call list, don't you ever call me again. All these automations that you're blowing up their phones with are a big cause of a lot of complaints. Don't do the bots. Don't let that bite you. Don't spend an extra buck on it. The people that sell it are like going to be like, this is amazing. It's great. You don't have to work. You can just sit on your britches, and all these extra sales happen every month. Just spend an extra XYZ. You got to zero in on the fact that if it was that great, let me tell you, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Save your bucks. Automations, bots, all that stuff aren't going to make you a top producer. And we've got many $1 million roundtable producers that partner here, very high level producers. And you know what? They buy fresh leads, they use their fingers, they financially will be in a great place, and they never spent a dollar on a CRM or a dialer. Not that they're bad, and they absolutely could. They've got hundreds of clients that, you know what, they could have a database, but they don't need it because they've got some techniques and some tools to really eliminate that as part of their arsenal. Now, if you're one that has thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of leads, then yes, use a dialer. I used to run professional call centers for a living before I jumped into the insurance world. And we used CRM databases and predictive dialers. That's great when you got thousands and thousands and thousands. And we had hundreds of thousands of numbers. We had twin predictives going on. It was amazing. Big call centers that I ran, but you don't need that. You just don't. All these bots that people are pushing on you right now, it's just a generic bot that's really not that good. And it can really cause you to lose opportunity with your leads when everybody's pushing one to stop. Don't call me ever again. Put me on the DNC list. And basically, you're done before you even got on the phone. And you could have had a conversation that maybe turned into a conversion. Now, let's focus on the next step that I'd like to share with you is you've got to really rely on communication skills to pay your bills right now. This is not about you letting the CRM and dialer do the work for you. Once again, it does not fix your discipline issues. If you're not disciplined to be able to dominate the phone lines, if you're not disciplined to time block and really put the britches in the chairs and be about dialing, you're not going to make it anyway. 90% of the agent force fails because they failed to be disciplined to do what they've said they're going to do. And that's where your mind is your most important tool in insurance sales. You've got to really be about your money, which is about making more phone calls. And a dialer ain't going to fix that. It can definitely do some cool things for you when you've got thousands and thousands and thousands of prospects, but it's not necessary when you've got a couple hundred or less. All right. So you've got to be able to really have good communication skills if you want to capitalize in this space. You've got to be authentic. You've got to present your offering smoothly. You've got to be articulate. You got to be ready to dive in. You've got to really personalize your approach, not just puke out words on paper. So many insurance agents, they sound as robotic as the darn bots in the automations that these CRM and dialers have, and they sound horrible. And you wonder why you don't make money. You've got to present your authentic self in your script. You've got to train like what we do in our 5-day telemastery program here in our agency. You've got to powerfully assume the business, but you need to have a personalized approach, not this robotic, hi, I'm here and I'm helping you. Click. You're not resonating with the consumer. You've got to be ready. You've got to have a strong foundation if you want a chance of finding success. This is a performance-based business, and those that do are those that get. And those agents that get caught up in organizing their database, their CRM, their dialer, and they don't do the most important thing, which is having good fundamentals, training, being tight, and then taking care of the consumer instead of having this like nasty commission breath. They normally take a leap in the wrong direction and never last in this business. The business won't work unless you really work the business, but a dialer may not be the right thing for you in 2024. A CRM and dialer, if you're one that's like, I need to know the best one, reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com. I will absolutely help you so that you don't absolutely waste your money when you could be purchasing leads. Use maybe your last couple $100 and buy aged leads under $2 a piece while you still can get them that are 90 days old or less and have been scrubbed. It's all about leads. You've got to leverage what you have. I don't care what kind of car you think you are. Are you a Ferrari? Are you a Ford? Are you a Chevy guy or gal? By the way, are you a Ford fan or a Chevy fan? If you're still watching, put in the comments. I'm curious. I'm a Ford guy. What say you? All right. But you got to take your vehicle and just make it better. You can do some fun things in this business if you keep the fundamentals right and just work like your career depends on it. And if you move forward with action, you know what? The business normally works out for you. But if you bite the bullet and buy a CRM and a dialer before you need to spend those dollars, it can really hurt you, harm you, and may even take you out of this business. It's not about database management. It's about your internal drive, diving forward and just helping these great people that we're privileged to speak with. I hope this video helps you. Share it with a buddy. If they're thinking about getting bit by the bot bug or the CRM and dialer bug, they're good for the right agents that are in a place where they have thousands and thousands of prospects. I hope this helps you. If you need anything at all, jasonfinalexpense.com. And remember, you've got what it takes.